good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev back again. First listen. Today, man, we got a new track from Amine. Aminé, Amine, however you guys want to say it. No disrespect. You guys know how I fucked with Amine after I heard that, what was that Charlie Wilson feature I heard? Believe it was in 2019 early, or it might have been late 2018. But I remember listening to that Charlie Wilson track, and I must say, man, that was something amazing because, you know, going from Caroline, because I despise Caroline. I really did not like Caroline as much as other people did. I don't really understand the hype about it. That's kind of just what turned me off to Amine. But then, like, when he, you know, made the actual real music and people started comparing him to kind of, you know, an early J. Cole, and people kind of started comparing him to an early J. Cole, that's when I was starting to believe in him. Look, I listened to this track already. The reason I listened to it is because it was 2 minutes. So this is kind of more of a review rather than an actual reaction. But I'm going to play some clips that I really wanted to talk about because I actually liked the track for what it was. Trying to get on my healthy shit, you know what I'm saying? I still, hey, anything Fridays, still. But, you know, I got my green juice, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back to Fit Dev. You know, y'all been clowning my ass for a little bit. I got to get back to Fit Dev. For me, man, I just felt like, you know, listening to this track, man, there was one thing that he said in here that really stood out to me right here. Hey. Hey, just because you bought that vintage Margiela don't mean that flight gonna change from Spirit to Delta. I think that's really one thing that we need to highlight, man, that's happening in today's, you know, music scene. Aside from the top artists that can do it, that have, you know, the wealth, the income to do it, it's crazy how a lot of people are kind of portraying, and, you know, Kanye said it best as well, you know, people putting this facade, you know what I'm saying, that they can't keep up. Like, my thing is, if you're broke, be broke. I don't understand what's the problem about being broke, especially when you're trying to become, you know, at least stable. You know, there's nothing wrong with struggle, all right? Everybody has to struggle once in a while. You know what I'm saying? It's how you overcome that adversity. That's really where it makes you a person. You know, that's really where success comes from. And I feel like people are buying all this shit, you know, because we live in a social media world. We live in a world where you're being judged by strangers, and it's important. I don't know why it's become important. It just is what it is. The masses' opinion matters nowadays. It's giving me a job. Wild. It's a double-edged sword, I know, but it's crazy. You know, people will buy vintage shit. People will buy all the Gucci, the designer. Like, you guys always say, like, I'm wearing the same black shirt. I don't give a fuck, all right? I'm wearing the same black shirt, but guess what? I got money, all right? Don't be fooled. But people are just trying to put this image up, and it doesn't make sense to me. I really don't understand that. I try to get off of social media as much as possible because, you know, I'm on the camera and I'm on, you know, social media for so much, for, you know, it's part of my job, it's part of my life now, that I kind of just turn my phone off and really just, you know, kind of get away from it because it becomes a burden on my mind. You know, when he talked about that, it's funny because remember the whole thing, what happened with Bow Wow when Bow Wow was fronting? And he was like, yeah, I'm sitting in first class, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody took a picture of him and he was on a, you know, sitting coach, which is not a bad thing, but it's the fact that he had to flex. Like, why do you have to flex? Do you really have to feel good? Do you have to get a certain amount of likes to feel good about yourself at the end of the day? There was also a line in there. He said that he couldn't curse in there because, you know, he'll get demonetized or whatnot. I actually thought that was really funny because when you, like, you know, being a YouTuber now, that is really true too. You know, you can't even curse. You can't have freedom of speech nowadays because everything that you say or do is going to be put against you. I really don't understand why it's like that. Well, actually, I do understand it because everybody's pussy, basically, really what it is. Everybody's pussy and sensitive nowadays in 2019, 2020. So, you know, they're really just, oh, anything you say will offend anybody. And at that point, they can just take your career away from you. I feel like Amine was just really talking his shit in this track. Like, I feel like he really had something to say, man. He really wanted to put it out there. He was really coming for people's throats on this track. He was really saying, like, hey, look, I'm very underrated. Because I think that is true. I think Aminé was one of the underrated for the artists that popped out and that came from that XXL class with, I believe he was the one with X and Playboi Carti. For him to have popped out like how he did with Caroline and that being his lead single. And then after making those great, you know, follow-ups with, you know, Good For You, not Good For You, 1.5, I just felt like why wasn't he given any shine? I feel like kind of, you know, Amine is like the Dave East, you know, same situation right there. Dave East, a great rapper, but everybody overlooks Dave East. You know, they have their fans. Everybody's gonna have their fans when you know, you at a certain level. You're gonna have your certain fans, but you're not at that level where, you know, you should be bigger than you are. This track right here, I think is just leading us. You know, at the end of the track, you know, he had right here, ooh, baby, I like it raw. I don't even need to explain what that means. If you don't know what that means, I don't even know why you listen to hip-hop rap. Go back to your roots. You know, short track. That's the only thing I really have to complain about. A 2-minute track. If it was longer than 2 minutes, man, I definitely would have been like, yo, this is the single to lead into the next one. Because you got the background art right here, you know, Multnomah County Library. I think that's his library card. I accept responsibility for all materials changed to this car. It's just basically his library card, and he signed it. So I feel like maybe this next project is going to be the project that puts Aminé over the top and actually awakens some of the people that were asleep, because I was initially asleep and now I'm woke. Get in the comments below, man. Let me know how you feel about the track, man. Let me know what's your favorite part of the track. Let me know the lines that really stood out for you. Let me know, like, if you like the direction that Aminé has taken in his career. You know, from Caroline to, you know, Shimmy right now. Get in the comments below, man. Let me know all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me, let me know what you want to hear. Get the video 3,000 likes so we get a new vinyl on the wall. And until next time, man, like always, been fucking talking too much, man. We are out. Yeah, peace.